Mr. Barletta.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ms. Mills, I represent Pennsylvania's 11th Congressional District in northeastern Pennsylvania. My district has one of the highest unemployment rates in the state of Pennsylvania. On September 8th, after Hurricane Irene and Tropical Storm Lee, we have experienced the worst flooding in the history of our area. Many people, many businesses, as you can see, have lost everything. Many people did not have flood insurance as they were told they were not in a floodplain. As I traveled around talking to the residents there, many businesses were saying they're not going to open again. They just don't know what they're going to do. Many of the folks there, a lot of them senior citizens, again, asking, what will the Federal Government do to help us? And what I had to tell them was that they could qualify for an SBA loan. If you're an individual, we'll give a loan at 2.7% interest. If you're a business and you can't get credit anywhere else, we'll give you a loan at 4%. But if you could get credit somewhere else, we'll give you a loan at 6% interest. I got to tell you, I was almost embarrassed to tell the people back home that, especially after, whenever a disaster strikes somewhere else in the world, America, being the most generous country that we are always the first to help people. In fact, in the last 2 years, we gave Pakistan $215 million for flood disaster relief. No interest, no payback. I don't know about you, but I think we should help America and Americans first. What do you say that I tell the people back home in northeastern Pennsylvania why the interest rate would be 6%?
Well, I'm familiar with your district, and it was extraordinarily hard hit by both Irene and Tropical Storm Lee. And for the benefit of those who are new on the committee, we run a ready reserve of 2,000 disaster operators who actually, within 24, 36 hours, are on the ground in these areas, assessing damage, speaking with people, co-locating with FEMA. And we have a 2-page application. We do homeowners, we do businesses that are damaged, and we do economic injury. So make sure that they know, even if they didn't have physical damage, but because the area was cut off, businesses suffered some damage, or because it's still distressed, they can get 30-year-long 4% economic injury loans.
But
the issue about
they could get credit elsewhere. The
credit elsewhere is that we're responsible for a good use of taxpayer money, and the reason for an uptick is that if there is a private sector mechanism, a bank, where they can get credit elsewhere, then the market should provide it. If they can't, then that is our job, and that is where we step in and try to give the most benefit.
Well, I guess the problem I'm having is that we gave Pakistan $215 million for flood disaster relief. So should I tell the people in northeastern Pennsylvania they would have been better off if they were in Pakistan than if they were right here at home? I don't know. I think at some point we should take care of America and Americans first, and American businesses. We can't afford to lose any more jobs. I introduced a bill. This has changed my life, this flood. I mean, I walked with these people. I cried with them and watched them as they put their life's possessions out on the curb to be taken away. I introduced a bill that would change the way America handles disasters by introducing a bill that would give a 1% loan for 30 years, enough to cover our administrative costs. If we could help other people, I think we could help Americans at a time of disaster first. Thank you. I yield
Mr.
back.
Barletta, will you yield?
Sure, I will.
And I really welcome your position. In fact, after Katrina, I tried to reduce the interest rate and even provide a bridge loan, 0 interest rate, and it didn't happen. I didn't have the support from your side, so maybe this time around we could work.
Do you want to get on the bill with me?
Okay.
I think we could change the way we handle disasters. Thank you.